Please welcome Chair of Matnat Chaim, Rachel Heber.
Hello, everyone. Matnat Chaim, the gift of life, was founded in 2009 by my husband, Rabbi Yeshayahu Heber of Jerusalem. He suddenly developed acute kidney disease at the age of 42 and survived on dialysis until his kidney transplant. While on dialysis, my husband met a young kidney patient, Pinchas Turgeman, also on dialysis, a bereaved brother. His only brother, Yair, was killed in a terrorist attack, and he remained an only son to his parents. When my husband left for his own successful transplant, he promised Turgeman, Pinchas, to try and find him a donor. Unbelievably, after his transplant, my husband remembered his promise, did not leave a stone unturned until he found Pinchas, an altruistic kidney donor. But unfortunately, 2 weeks before the planned date of the surgery, on the way to dialysis, Pinchas suffered heart failure and passed away. That was the day my husband decided that no more people should die on dialysis. I remember him saying always that the day Pinchas passed away, that's Matnat Chaim's birthday. He dedicated all his time, his energy, his effort, and his strength to try and find people kidney donors. That's how he founded Matnat Chaim, to promote live kidney donations and eradicate waiting lists for transplant patients, for kidney transplant patients. My husband didn't have any previous medical background. He was an educator, a principal, devoted to his work, but his will to save the lives of people with kidney problems saw no limits. 3 years ago, in April 2020, my husband passed away from COVID-19, age 55. Before the levaya, before the funeral, I said to my son, Abba is not with us anymore. He passed away, but Matnat Chaim will not die. Because I knew that's the will and that's the dream, and I slipped into his big shoes. Matnat Chaim is leading a worldwide revolution and has placed Israel first in the world in live kidney donors per population, according to the WHO, the World Health Organization, in their 20 and 21 yearly reports. More than 200 kidney transplants from live donors are performed yearly through Matnat Chaim. 90% of all altruistic donors in Israel donate through Matnat Chaim. Thank God, until today, 1,450 people, angels, I would say, have donated a kidney. 1,450 lives have been saved. 1,450 families have returned to normal life. Very often you could hear a donor saying to his recipient, 45 years, your kidney was in my body and now I'm returning it to you. I want to share with you a short story. A few years ago, a 50-year-old woman came to our house, showing an interest in donating a kidney She told us that she and her husband made Aliyah from New Jersey to Israel. They were married for nearly 30 years, but were not blessed with children. She wanted to create a life, to bring new life to the world by donating a kidney. That's a way to bring life to the world. Another way, she requested one condition. She wanted to donate to a young person who will have children, and his children will be sort of a continuation for her and for her husband. We matched her to Victor. Victor was a young 25-year-old man on dialysis. She donated her kidney to Victor, and they met the day after the surgery in the ward. Victor, with tears in his eyes, came up to her and told her, "Toda rabba ima." Thank you so much, Mother. Kaden burst out crying and said, "For years and years, I'm dreaming. I'm waiting for someone to call me Ima, to call me a mother." Every week from then, Victor calls Kaden, his donor, and says to her, "Shabbat Shalom, Ima. Shana Tova, Ima. How are you, Mother?" 2.5 years ago, Victor had a baby girl. And this little girl has three grandmothers. His mother, his mother-in-law, and Safta Kaden, Grandma Kaden. Donating a kidney is a social act of supreme kindness and goodwill with no other motives, only to save another person, a stranger's life. We are above politics, ethnic or religious views. We are living now in times, unfortunately, of extreme social polarization. We see so much sinat chinam, unfounded hatred. But our donors, healthy people, very, very healthy people, who volunteer to have a surgery, to go into the surgery room, and to donate a part of their body to save a stranger's life. They are doing just the opposite. They are doing pure loving ahavat chinam. Altruistic kidney donors bring together people from all different walks of life. This is the true Israeli spirit we are so, so proud of. Am Israel Chai. And thank you, AJC, for the opportunity. Thank you very, very much.
Please welcome Oshrit Ben Harush.
Good afternoon. My name is Oshrit, and I am honored to be here today. A few things you need to know about me. I am 43 years old. I live in Jerusalem. I am manager of residential care home for teenagers with mental health problems, and I am donor 932. Usually, I am not a person of words, and you should also know I don't speak English so well. So I hope the combination of these two will not become a disaster. When I ask why I donate my kidney, my answer was simple. I have two, and I only need one, so why not? I tried twice to donate, but I was forced to push it off both times. On the third time, I was successful. I don't believe in coincidence. I truly believe it was my destiny to donate my kidney to Atanas. All of the delays happened for this reason. Atanas and I would never have met if I had been successful in the first 2 times. Whenever we speak about donating a kidney, we talk about the impact on the recipient and the return to normal life. But we don't speak about what the donor gets in return. So I would like to tell you what I gained. First, I am a better person. I am more patient, welcoming, and learn how to put things in perspective. Second, I am also healthier now than ever before. As a donor, you must drink a lot of water, eat healthy, and exercise. In other words, everything I didn't do before. Third, I'm blessed to learn a new culture, break down walls, and create 2 new families, the Zaher family and Matnat Chaim family. The Zaher family and friends adopt me as if I was on one of their own. We meet in weekend, we celebrate both Jewish and Christian holiday, and we travel together. What an exciting day it was to see Atanas go down on the aisle at his wedding with amazing Andrea. Last, but most importantly, the Matnat Chaim family. They have become such more than a kidney matching organization. They are a source for inspiration. It goes beyond the support they give the donor before, during, and after the operation. Rabbanit Rachel continues the legacy of her late husband, Harav Aber, zichrono livracha, by getting to know each and every donor personally. Before Rabbanit asked me to speak here today, she thanked me for donation the second kidney. Apparently, someone I know and I'd not been in touch with for years, read our story and decided to donate a kidney too. I want to take this opportunity to tell each and every one of you, if you're thinking about donating a kidney, reach out. It's not as difficult as one might imagine, and it's definitely very important. Matnat Chaim is here for help, and so am I. Please feel free to reach out and become part of our family. Thank you so much for the attention. Please welcome my dear friend, Atanas.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Atanas. I'm a 37-year-old doctor from Nazareth. Thanks to Oshrit and Matnat Chaim, I also proudly hold the title Kidney Transplant Recipient. I came here today to share with you my incredible story, a story of struggle, of hope, and of resilience. Thank you for this opportunity. My struggle with kidney disease began when I was a medical student in Budapest. Despite all the complexities, I pushed on, graduating med school with honors. After passing the Israeli medical boards and during my internship year, my kidneys finally gave up. And my nephrologist told me what I already knew. You will need to start dialysis immediately. And you need to find a kidney donor because kidney transplant will be your best chance at survival. Ironically, on May 17, 2020, on the very same day I was supposed to marry the love of my life, Andrea, in a dark coincidence, it was the day I was rushed into a surgery so they can place a dialysis catheter in my abdomen. Being on dialysis made me feel extremely sick. I had to take some time off my job at the hospital. But being me, I refused to stay at home feeling hopeless. I managed to have the dialysis machine brought to me at home, and I started connecting daily for 9 hours so I can go back and work at the hospital. Not everyone liked this idea, as they were worried for my well-being, but I couldn't care less. Being at work, treating others, kept me distracted from my deteriorating health situation. I got the call I was waiting for in August 2020. It was Tirza from Matnat Chaim. She said, Atanas, we found you a donor. My mom was just beside me when I got the call. Her tears of happiness did not stop that evening. I was so curious and wanted to know everything about my donor. But the only thing I was allowed to know that she was a woman, and she was concerned that I'm a very good person. I had my kidney transplant on the 7th of December 2020, in the midst of the second corona wave. I was one of the first kidney transplantees during COVID times. The first thing I remember while anesthesia was wearing off was my mom and Andrea beside my bed. They said everything went well and the kidney already started making urine during the surgery. The next day, being me, I was out of bed on my feet. I went down to the transplant unit, that's almost 3 floors down, and we lit together the first candle of Hanukkah with Professor Moore, the surgeon, with my nephrologist and the rest of the staff. We also decorated a small Christmas tree together. I think we all agreed that this was my own personal Hanukkah miracle. So how is life after surgery, after transplant, you might ask? Well, it can't get better. Oshrit and I have celebrated 2 kidneyversaries already, and we look forward to many more. Now I have a new family in Jerusalem. Andrea and I finally had our wedding last summer, with Oshrit being the guest of honor. I went back to being the doctor and not the patient. I treat others and I save lives. And I spent a big portion of my life promoting live kidney donations. Finally, this whole journey has made me a better person. It taught me to appreciate the small things in life, the things that truly matter, you know? And as a friend once told me, Atanas, you only started truly living once you started dying. I'd like to share with you all that the Rabbanit Heber received not long ago the prestigious Israel Prize for a long life period. I'd like to call her. I'd like to humbly call her to the stage for a joint photo. I'd like to say thank you. And one more last thing. Whoever wants to join, connect, or assist to the Matnat Chaim Foundation, you can find the leaflets just outside. Thank you for this opportunity.